Get ready for another episode with the hottest new looks inspired by Mackenzie Childs. Home decor, DIYs, thrift flips, dupes, hacks, and more. Welcome to CJ DIY. This beautiful small red topiary drop-in, they're selling it for $99. Can you believe it? So I went to my local Dollar Tree store. I pick up some items. I will recreate it. I got this planter painted in white and I will decoupage it. I'm adding a Mod Podge with my sponge brush, not a lot, just a little bit, to cover it with this napkin, checkerboard napkin from Mackenzie Childs barn sale that I purchased this summer, and I'm laying it over the planter slowly because this napkin is so thin. I don't want to rip it off, and with my fingers I'm just trying to smooth it out as much as I can. I'm going first for the front part to cover this planter. And now with my decoupage brayer, I'm rolling over to smooth it out and to get rid of the bubbles and the wrinkles. Now for the second part, I'm repeating the same step, adding a Mod Podge and laying it over the napkin. Super quick and easy and very inexpensive look. I'm finishing up on the back part of this planter, and then since this napkin is not large enough to cover this planter, I will cut over portion of it after I cut off all the excess, and not even few minutes and you have a brand new look for this planter. And everybody will be in love with these distinctive designs characterized by the vibrant colors and overlaying patterns. That's what the Mackenzie Childs are known for, and since they're very expensive, we're gonna make some inspired beautiful creations that they won't break a bank. Now that my planter is all covered with this napkin, I just grab a parchment paper and with my mini press I'm going over and making this planter more smoother, no wrinkles, no bubbles. It looks like originally this planter was made like this. I also seal it with a matte finish Mod Podge. And now for the floral part, I picked up 4 picks of these moms from Dollar Tree. With my snipping tools, I'm cutting off all those floral picks, and next I will be using one of those foam balls from Dollar Tree, and I am filling it up with all those moms until the whole sphere is filled with these flowers. Before I add the last picks of my flowers, I'm also adding those 2 wood sticks, also from Dollar Tree, inside of this foam ball. I'm adding a little bit of glue around it just to make it more sturdy, and now I'm finishing off with my last 2 pieces of my floral. Now to decorate it and to add the topiary inside of the planter, I add one of my floral foams, and in the middle part I'm adding those wooden sticks. I'm also staining them with antique wax with a wipe, going over to get that rustic natural look. For the inside part, you can also add some Spanish moss, but I think this grass faux looked very interesting. And also around my wooden sticks, I went over with 1 piece of twine. I just twisted around the wooden sticks, and I made 4 simple loop bow with this beautiful ribbon that I also got from Mackenzie Childs. I am gluing it under the floral sphere, and that's it. You have a beautiful look. Not just for every day, you can use this as a Christmas decoration as well. Another amazing look that you can find at Mackenzie Childs lookbook is this courtly check oval platter that they're selling for $159. I'm starting off with this oval tray from Dollar Tree, covering it with a white paint. When it's dry, I am adding another courtly check Mackenzie Childs napkin, and I am adding just a little amount of Mod Podge with my sponge brush. I'm adding 1/2 to cover it. I don't want to add at once because you can create more wrinkles and bubbles, but doing it by layers like this, it's gonna make your decoupage more nicer and smoother. Now I'm finishing off the second part with the same step of a Mod Podge and covering the rest of the plate with the napkins. To smooth it more out, I'm using my decoupage brayer, and now when that part is nice and covered, I'm flipping over my tray so I can see where the excess finish, and with the scissors I'm cutting off all those edges. I'm cutting off another part of the napkin so I can finish off the tray, and the beauty of this napkin is that it's all full of patterns that it's not gonna be noticeable that you add 2 pieces of napkins in this tray. So I'm just adding a Mod Podge and I'm adding the same pattern from the first napkin and finishing off the rest of the tray. Now that the tray is all covered, I'm grabbing my parchment paper, and with my mini press, I'm going over around the edges and the frame to make it nice and smooth. After that, I'm adding a matte finish Mod Podge to seal it, and this beautiful DIY is almost done because we forgot one little detail. On the edges, we're gonna add this famous golden marker from Dollar Tree. I went the other day to look for more and I couldn't find, they're sold out. And that's it. Another amazing look that caught my eye is this Emerald Looks Boxwood Topiary that we can use for Christmas or as a everyday decor. I am using 4 square wood planks from Dollar Tree and I will make them into a box. I'm adding a wood glue on the edges and gluing them all together in a square shape. I'm adding the last wooden plank to finish off this piece, and for the bottom part I'm adding portion of the sign that I cut off. I don't need to paint it because this part is not gonna be noticeable, and I'm adding a glue and gluing it on the bottom part of the box. For legs, I am using these wooden mini blocks and adding one on each corner on my wooden box. And this is how it looks so far. Now, the magical checkerboard napkin, I'm cutting it in half and adding a decoupage. I didn't paint it because I like that wooden color peek through this napkin, and it's gonna look just perfect, almost similar like the original look. If you're not a lover of a checkerboard design, you can add any napkin you prefer and you can recreate the designs that I made today, and they're gonna look equally beautiful and very inexpensive and so high-end. But checkerboard designs are so hot and trendy this year that I am really loving everything that I made in this Mackenzie Child series, and I see lots of you are enjoying my series as well, and thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Now I'm finishing off the decoupage. For the rest of the box, I'm cutting off the excess with my knife, and also I'm sealing it with my Mod Podge, and this part is done. To create the topiary, I grabbed this random greenery that I got in my stash for ages. I'm just cutting off the picks and I'm creating like a greenery ball into this foam ball. Before that, I'm also adding one wooden stick on the bottom part of my phone. I am also adding some glue to make it more sturdy and finishing to cover the rest of the foam ball. Super quick and easy. You can find greenery spheres like this in any crafting stores, but they're a bit pricey. And as you're watching me, you can create your own beautiful floral greenery spheres yourself with Dollar Tree items. Now that my sphere is done, I'm adding my wood stick in the middle part of the box. Previously, I added some floral foam and I add the topiary in it. Now we're gonna create some embellishment. I got this beautiful mold in my stash and I'm creating some cute design with my dry clay. I need total of 4 large and 8 small borders. I paint them in a Dixie Belle in a color Acadia. I love this beautiful shade of green, and now I'm gonna glue them in the middle part of each side of my box. I'm adding a wood glue and gluing those embellishments to it. Around the edges, I'm adding a golden line on each corner and on the legs. And with this, we have a beautiful Mackenzie Child inspired topiary look. I have those beautiful mini golden knobs that I will be adding on top of my box to make it similar. I also fill it up with the Spanish moss, and to finish up the embellishment, I also made more trims with my clay. I painted with the Acadia paint, and I'm adding 2 of each on each side of the box. I am also adding some jewels. I got those jewels from Amazon. The link will be in my description box. They were like $8 for so many pieces of them. And I'm adding the green beautiful jewel in the middle part and 2 ruby red jewels on each side on the box. To create the beaded topiary that is on top of my green sphere, I am using wooden large knob, 1 wooden bead that is already white with stripes, and 1 pearl that I painted with this golden marker. I am also adding a golden shade with a marker on my white wooden bead, and now on the large knob I painted white, and with my black marker I'm going over and creating stripes to make it cohesive and almost similar like the original look. When I'm done with the stripes, the bottom part I'm painting it with a golden marker. And also I'm gonna just distress it with a golden marker around the white frame edges, and I'm gonna wipe it off with a baby wipe. And I am gluing those 3 beads together and creating like a mini beaded topiary. I'm adding this topiary on top of the green sphere, and this amazing inspiration is done. And we came to the end of this episode. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I also have an Instagram page. You can always visit me there as well. And this coming Saturday, I have amazing furniture flip, Mackenzie Child inspired as well. Cannot wait to show you part of amazing collab. And my darlings, stay blessed and be blessed. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love from me to you. Bye-bye.